健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あ
人類栄光あれ。
Hey everybody, hello, happy Friday. Friday! It's Friday, yo. It's Friday, yo everybody. It's Friday, yo everybody. How are we all? Is everybody well? Where's the ship gone from there? Don't know where the ship has gone. Oh. There he is. How's everybody doing? Is everybody good? Is everybody well? Let me just check. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do? Does it limit it? Ooh. I've got a new button. I've got a new button. I don't know what the button does. I thought if I hovered over it, it would say what it does, but it doesn't. Interesting. So that one's got those two. Ooh. Well, when Purples gets here, I will talk and see if it makes a difference. Interesting. Interesting. Hello everybody. How are we all? We are doing Vigilator today. We are doing Vigilator. And these are the new wings for a second Eldar battleship, which I printed. So that's all good. That's all together and everything, which is rather nice. So that's ready for some paint as well. Next one will probably be the. Hey Shirato, how you doing? Friend wants to run a Fate Stay Night tabletop game set in the future. I need to come up with a mythical figure to summon, or someone more modern and famous. A mythical figure to summon. Oh, I've just had like 18 ideas, but none of them are particularly good. A mythical figure. A mythical figure. It's just like loads of Egyptian Lord of the Rings gaming, just all sorts of random ideas going through my head. A mythical figure. Let's open that up to chat. Has anybody got any really cool mythical figures? Or someone more modern and famous. A mythical figure to summon. I mean, Medusa would be amazing, wouldn't it? I'm going to go with Medusa. I like Medusa. Do Medusa. What's Fate Stay Night tabletop game? Yeah, what's that one? That's not a game that I recognise. Not a game I recognise. We can go in a bin. And so we're going to try and do the Moritat, a little bit of the Moritat today, because we did quite a bit on the Vigilator yesterday, and although he looks cool, we probably need to. Although I need to put a. Maybe we can put a transfer. Maybe we can put a transfer on him. Let's. Have I got? I thought I had.
Hazardous anomaly detected.
Quarantine
activated.
It's a stew. How are you doing, Stuart? Stuart, I printed another one. Stuart, printed another one, slightly larger, because battleships. Mainly because I printed this one massive, so like my Eldar ones need to be suitably scaled as well. So thought I may as well print another Eldar one. So there are all the wings ready to go. How are you, Stuart? Afternoon. Medusa already exists, just look up Fate Rider. Oh, okay. It's a Japanese visual novel that has exploded into an incredibly large, popular, multi-billion-dollar media franchise. You probably don't want to fall down the rabbit hole. Uh-oh. So can you do the slit lady thing? Is that... I'm guessing that already exists as well. I'm good, but I have a problem. I wrote a dumb 40k chaos list, and I really, really want to play it. Oh, fuck's sake, Stuart. Oh, Stuart. Oh, Stuart. There we go. We need a base. We need a base for this. So that actually, let's put the Eldar one on a small base. There we go. Because the Eldar one isn't complete yet, so it will probably hold. And then we'll put the. I need to print. That needs to go on the printer tonight. I need to print some more larger bases, so that because I've got a load of large ships which now need bases, so that they're not just hanging around resting on the thing. Well known for turning mythical figures into hot anime waifus. The original classic is King Arthur as Saber. Nice. 81. What faction? Is it just Chaos? I love infantry lists. You know I love infantry lists, so I'm all behind this idea. All behind this idea. I've got 120 Raven Guard in my Horus Heresy list. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Just Chaos. Oh. 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 What's the chosen, cultist and characters? Chosen and cultists. Okay. And that's it. No tanks or anything. Just chosen and cultists. Just by the way, 81 infantry doesn't sound very much. Doesn't sound very much. What's happened with 40k where 81 infantry is 2,000 points? Well, maybe it is a lot. Maybe it is a lot. I'm just casting my mind back because I did London Grand Tournament and I had 60 immortals before we even got to the rest of the infantry. 81, and you've got cultists in there. Anyway, 40k needs to be more expensive anyway. Like you can't have everything at like 2 points. So yeah, 40k needs to be more expensive anyway. For some expression. A rhino and send it. Right, just wiping down. Just gonna wipe down the. Oh, look how cool these are gonna be. Look how cool all the Battlefleet Gothic is gonna be. Look how cool the Battlefleet Gothic is gonna be. Oh, we need to do his. We need to do his cloak as well. A rhino and send it. Na. Trying to keep this tidy, you see. Although I'm already failing because I've got bits all over the place, which is stopping me being able to do this. I messaged Marcus and said congratulations, you've got an Eldar battleship. And he went, cheers. How's a new silicon mat? It's actually quite good. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it clean, and it does clean very well if you put enough kind of cleaner on it. If you don't put enough on it, it just kind of sticks when you're wiping it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. How are you, Cookie? Unlike 40k, they just cheat. Eldar, that is. Well, so no, they don't. Shut up. They don't cheat. They don't cheat. Same with Necrons. The Necrons don't cheat. It's very rock paper scissors. Like the counter to Eldar is Necrons, and the counter to Necrons is Imperial, and the counter to Imperial is well, everything else. I'm not like 40k. The way 40k is at the moment, everybody has every rule, so it's not quite as interesting. They just bend the rules. No, they don't. They don't bend the rules, Stu. They just ignore one of them. And the same with the Necrons. The Necrons just ignore one of the rules, which is quite good. Yeah. Anyway, I knocked the pallet cam, so we need to get this all out of the way. So, yeah, I'm nearly there with. I don't know whether I need to do a Google actually. I need to find out whether I'm going to need an 80mm base at all for Battlefleet Gothic. Like, I don't know whether the Gloriana and stuff are still just on 60mm bases or whether they need an 80mm base. I haven't kind of Googled and searched that. It was just something I was thinking the other day. We'll put Stu's ship there, and then we've got the Gloriana, we've got the Vigilator, and we've got those two, and then we've got the Ironbreaker. And I just make you ignore a rule. Yes. You just like, well, yeah, you can't take any leadership tests now. No, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to playing. I'm also looking forward to just kind of printing everything, and like I'm getting a little bit quicker at the support aspect. I am going to upgrade to Lychee Pro, or I'm at least going to do because there's like a 10-day free trial thing. So I'm at least going to do the trial so that I can do, because I want to do the what's it called? Planet Killer. I want to do the Planet Killer. That's the first Chaos ship I want to print. Well, probably. I mean, I'll probably just print like a large battle cruiser first as well. But I want to do the Planet Killer pretty early on, and then the Orc ships are just going to be a pain in the ass to support. So I'm not entirely sure about what to do about the Orc ships. So I do need to do the Chaos, and I want to print another Imperial ship, because I've not seen this yet. I want to do that colour scheme on an Imperial ship, because I've not seen anybody really do a fleet in that colour, which is like goldy yellow and red, and I think it looks really cool, and I think it would suit an Imperial Inquisitor ship. So an inquisitorial fleet all in this kind of dirty gold. I think it would look quite cool. It's like a really desaturated gold, yeah, I just think it might look quite cool. So I need to either print another Imperial ship, or I respray this one, because I'm not 100% happy with how that one's come out, but it would save me having to print another ship if I just resprayed that one. And it might be quite good fun. Anyway, we need to get some music on, don't we, before Olivia gets here and eats me a new ear hole. There we go. That will please Olivia. Right, let's get some wet palette out. How's your Friday going, Stu? And have you bought a printer yet?
Rude alert! Abandoned shop!
Yay,
this is
it's
not
an
a daffodil.
avian.
Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
How are you doing? Ear holes. Yeah, ear holes indeed. Avian, how are you? How are you, Avian? Avian? Let's put my headphones on so I can hear you shout at me as well. Thank you very much for the bits, Avian. How are you doing? Work, then a week and 2 days off. Nice. I worked out why my headphones were feeling tight over my head. It's because they were crunched. So I've expanded them, because spoilers, I have quite a large head. So I've expanded them, and now they fit really comfortably again, which is rather nice. So we're going to do Vigilator, a little bit of touch up, and I want to kind of decide what colour. Maybe do we do it white? Do we do it this white? Because I am going to I'm going to do another Vigilator, and I'm going to sculpt his cloak, and his cloak is going to be like really hidden, so he might be like an all black Vigilator. Let me move this. There we go. So we do this one white in this kind of white, dark grey. That might work quite well, actually. That might actually work quite well. No printer yet, but I'm being a good boy. But off to Scarborough with Leia on Sunday. Nice. Can't see. You are putting it under the palette. A bit off white on there. Yeah. I reckon that actually might do really well to be white. That might do really well to be white, because then I can do the other Vigilator can be like, because I'm tempted to do the other Vigilator almost as well in Mark IV, but like the jet black of the reconnaissance squads or the seeker squads. I mean, I think you'll probably still end up being in Mark VI armour, to be honest, but whatever. What's the difference between the reconnaissance squads and seeker squads? What's the difference between reconnaissance and seeker? That's something I'm not sure of. Oops. Yeah, don't do that. Don't paint gun barrels brown. Because I want the reconnaissance squads, as we know, we're doing the reconnaissance squads that jet black in Mark IV armour because of that artwork in whatever the black book is that does Raven Guard. But like everybody uses seeker squads in Horus Heresy at the moment because of the sniper stuff and the sniper rifles that they have. What's the difference between reconnaissance and seeker? The fourth saber is in the freezer. Nice. Because our seekers just like snipers. I need some more of these silencers, because that's a really nice silencer, to be fair. It's a really nice silencer. Okay, so we need to do a grey. Need to get your lever out. to Scarborough will be good. So no tournament this weekend for you, Stu. The recon squad is shotguns, which can be upgraded to Nemesis bolters. Yeah, so they do get upgraded to Nemesis bolters. Have smokescreen, infiltrate, move through cover, and is a support unit. Okay. So recon squad with Nemesis bolters, and they've got smokescreen. That was cool. Seekers. Smokescreen. So I could put some smoke. Oh, I could have some of the recon squad holding smoke bombs. That would be quite cool. Yeah, remember that piece of artwork from the Black Books with the from the Raven Guard that was the Mark IV reconnaissance squad with the Tigress pattern Nemesis bolter or whatever it was. That was why I wanted recon squads. And also why I wanted them in Mark IV armour. There is an Outrider squads, which are mechanised recon squads. Yeah, I don't want any bikes. No bikes in my Raven Guard. Mainly because I swapped them for all the assault marines. I swapped the Outrider box that I had for some assault marines. Very, very kind person on the internet. I'd love to swap some tanks for some more stuff, but can't really do that. So we'll have to Seekers are elite. The Seekers are elite. Yeah, I think the way if I remember right, the way the force organization works, Seekers being elite are a really useful unit to have in a certain force organization detachment where you have an elite choice to. It's almost like an elite tax or something, if I remember right. So lots of people have been using Seekers for that elite tax because they're A, quite cheap, and they're B, quite useful. Seekers have Kraken bolters as base with. Seekers have Kraken bolters as base with infantry and infantry skirmish. Kraken bolter can be replaced with a combi weapon, and 2 can get Legion equipment. And they have infiltrate. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what's the difference between a Kraken bolter and a Nemesis bolter? Nemesis bolter I thought was a bit more snipery actually. So am I gonna have to? I mean, the thing is with the Seekers are basically the more death in, but they're not as good as more death in, aren't they? So, thinking about it, that's probably an argument not to have to include Seekers. Kraken is 30, firepower 22, AP4, precision 4 plus shot selector. Is that an Olivia?
Oh my, he's here and he didn't forget the music. It's a freaking miracle.
Hey Olivia,
Fuck.
how you doing?
Move. Tongue.
Yeah, I thought I'd get the music on before you shouted at me, you see. Nemesis is 48. Oh. Firepower 1. AP 5. Damage 1. Heavy. Breaching. Pinning. Ooh. Nemesis has pinning. Yeah, fair enough. So Seekers aren't really relevant then, are they? Because of more death in. And also because I want reconnaissance squads, and reconnaissance squads kind of hey Olivia.
Well, I have a perfect reason to yell at you, Christopher, as you didn't even show up yesterday for your daily Olivia trashing.
Do I get a double Olivia trashing today then? Is that the plan? Oh dear. No, I was very busy yesterday doing some videos, and in videos I don't need an Olivia, which is rather nice. Or is it a thrashing? Thrashing or a trashing? A thrashing or a trashing? A thrashing or a trashing? Am I too high? Yes, I was. It's like, why is it not very comfortable? Because I'm too high. I'm guessing everybody's seen the orc bike photo that I put up in Discord yesterday, and I think there's like a trike or a war bike, a war track in there as well. Fan of Sons of Corvus are we? Black Op Delta, hello, how are you doing? Yes indeed. If you didn't see my Raven Scouts on the Warhammer community page when the Wolf Scouts came out, yes, massive Raven Guard fans. Okay, so I done fucked up my Voltrax engine. The socket rotated when I popped it off and walked away. I tried to fix it and it broke off, put it in the freezer overnight. Oh no. It's like you'll have to do some green stuff. Mix a little bit of milliput in with it, and you'll be able to smooth it out quite well. No, what happened with Chuck Norris? I've not been on the news site today.
Gordon Bennett. He's
Yay!
dead, Dave. Everybody is dead.
Everybody is dead, Dave. Chuck Norris has passed away. Oh.
What's the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
Whiskey!
Yeah, boy!
Where are your custodies? You want your custodies. When are you going to order your custodies? Are you ordering them tomorrow? You're ordering them tomorrow, right? Everybody wants custodies, 'cause they're gonna be really cool. You will try, not this time, but I appreciate the effort. Can I do custard? I was in Brush's stream and every 5 minutes someone told stream about it. No shade at you, Purple. We're in Brush's stream. Right, now the important thing here, after all this, is that we've got to decide what transfer to put on the back of this. So let's get the Raven Guard one out. That is the Raven Guard one. There we go. That's good because it's the first one. So what transfer? See, it's a shame. Oh, we could put. Is that going to be too big? We could put a skull, which would be quite cool, or a black skull. I think a skull is more interesting than wings, maybe. Maybe. Black skull might be quite cool. It's 1,160 points with the Vexilla for each unit of 6. Nice. That's pretty good going. That's not a bad. That's not bad. So two boxes is well comfortable of 2,000 points. That's quite good. That is actually that's actually quite good for me as well. So if I get the Fly Boys as well whenever they come out. Can't think what they're called. Shit, what are they called? What are the Fly Boys called? And another Dreadnought. That should be perfect. List of things I need help on. 1. Have an extra saber. Yeah, did not know I had it. Nice. 2 are now tumors, also known as Volkite. Tumors? I have an autocannon option and a neutron blaster as another weapon. Suggestion, should I go hunting for different weapons at Adepticon? I have autocannon option and a neutron blaster as the other weapon. I mean, all Volkite. I don't know. Hang on, let's have a look at. Let's find the sabers again. Fucking love the sabers. They're so cool. Definitely need some. Definitely need some. And they definitely suit the Raven Guard. So thank you very much for the suggestion, Avian. The sabers. Are they I've asked you this before and I can't remember the answer. Are they manned, or are they AI? Is it like a personal tank for a Space Marine, or are they machine spirited? Two, one of the sabers are missing a missile launcher. Ideas on how to replace it. The ballista had a hole in it. 3, people can tell me to go to hell. The question is, which hell? The closest active volcano would suffice. Oh, okay. The neutron thing looks pretty fucking cool. To be fair, the neutron blaster looks pretty cool. I'd get another neutron blaster. So where do they fit? Yeah, they do fit on that bit, don't they? Rule of cool is the best rule. Go with whichever you think is coolest. So you've already got two Volkite. So if you've got a neutron blaster, I'd get another neutron blaster and go 2 Volkite, 2 neutron. That's my professional opinion as a Horus Heresy. What's the opposite of a tourist? Aficionado, expert. As a Horus Heresy expert, I would go with 2 neutron blasters. Look, no purples. Who's going to make Olivia shout at me? Olivia doesn't need to shout at me anyway. I'm very, very awesome. Thanks, folks, for the suggestions. You're welcome. Looks like I will hunt about Games Workshop's booth next week. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So here's a question back at you, Avian. The Arquitor. What weaponry should I put on the Arquitor, which is going in my Dark Angels? The Bombard has option for Phosphex. I mean, Phosphex is very Dark Angels, isn't it? So that's probably the way to go then. Of course, you have 3 with the gravity bombards because Games Workshop can't keep the bombard in stock. The Christian one is fake anyway. They just copied the Germanic one, even with the name it doesn't exist in the original. What? I think it is probably better than the Christian Hell, I think, although it probably has a specific punishment. What the fuck are we talking about? How does the ancient Greek version of hell sound? Oh, Greek hell. Yes. Oh well, Death Call of Krieg have officially arrived. Sorry, not Death Call of Krieg. Steel Legion. Okay. So, how cool does everybody think my Raven going to look at the moment? Are they turning out all right? Are they nailing what you expected? Hey Troy, how you doing? Hello YouTube. I've not said hello to YouTube yet today. Hello YouTube. How are you all doing? I got so excited that the bombard was in stock. Games Workshop store screwed up on put me in the rest of the world US store. No. Oh, nice! Is it in stock now? You're going to pick one up, Avian? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm dead excited by all this. I think it looks really cool. That's not bad, is it? It looks alright with the white. They were not shipped to the US from the rest of the world. Tubing on the tank for Grey's Anatomy. Tubing on the tanks for Grey's Anatomy. They look nice for Space Marines. Have you already finished the Drakari commission, by the way? The Drakari commission I need to do the bases for, but yes, that's all. I need to sort out with Shirato to ship it all over. They look nice for Space Marines. Hey Fallen, how you doing? You painting the 40k Raven Guard? I've got some 40k Raven Guard. I don't know whether you saw my Raven Scouts on Warhammer community page when the Wolf Scout kill team came out. I converted them all into Raven Scouts. They look quite cool. So I do have some 40k Raven Guard as well. Supposed to have my first match later today. Nice. Congrats. Welcome. Make sure you drop me a follow on YouTube. I also have a Patreon as well. So if you do !YouTube in chat, you can follow me on YouTube. And if you do !Patreon in chat, you can go and have a look at how I painted all my Raven Guard. I'm sure somebody will do it in chat for you to help you out. Oh, thank you very much. Cheers for the sub. Thank you, Fallen. Welcome to the crypt. I think everybody in Twitch chat's just nipped out to get a cup of tea. So they'll all be back soon, I'm sure, dude. What unit are you painting at the moment for your Raven Guard?
Good. Share our
Hey,
next
Spiky.
and I will not eat you. Yet.
Currently a jump pack captain. Nice. I've got a jump pack captain actually. Games Workshop sent me one when they came out, and he's still actually in his box. I didn't build that one, so I do need to kind of convert that one up. Raven guard him up a little bit. Probably do some sculpting on him. How are you doing today, Spike? Spiky Ledge. You're working on Las Cannon Havocs, nice. Can you still do an entire unit of Havocs with Las Cannons, or do you have to adhere to what's in the box a little bit more now? I don't know whether they changed the Havocs. Which is obviously disappointing. Like when they came out, you could have all Reaper auto cannons, but you only got one Reaper auto cannon in a box, so you had to go and scrounge all the Reaper auto cannons off everybody. Need 2 boxes. Have a unit of Vanguard Vets, a unit of Infiltrators, some Eliminators that I'm actually using as Vigilators for as proxies, and a unit of Jump Pack Intercessors to do second army. I've started assembling, so a bit behind on them. First one was NIDS. Nice. You're not behind, you are exactly at the rate you need to be. I think that's about right. The question is, which transfer do we use for this? Because I'm really tempted to use that Black Raven Skull. I think that Black Raven Skull would look really cool. Let's snip it out and just kind of place it on and see what it looks like. I think that would actually look pretty cool. I think that probably does look pretty cool. You can make half and half, like 2 autocannons, 2 las cannons, so you buy 2 boxes and get 4. You can make half and half. Okay, so you can't have a full unit of las cannons, but you can have 2 las cannons. So they went halfway to making it so things in the box were the same. Haven't used transfer sheets, I need to. Okay, so if I were to use this, it would have to get tucked right up underneath there, and then it would fit, and we'd have to cut some of it off so that it hid. Or does it? Where is the middle? Do we think the middle is just off that center? Like there? probably about there, isn't it? So we could tuck that up underneath there. Let's cut this off here. So we can tuck it a little bit better and just visually see. Before we play around with it. That's one pies. That's one that pies me right off, like Invicta Warsuit, only one pin gun attachment for, unlike near every other Redemptor got one for each. But if you're like your mods, Chris, a little bit with the Assault 9th troops and arm job, so I can fit 5 to the Interceptors Heavy Bolter. I was thinking about fitting 2 open. They can go comp call it a bolt pistol. Yeah, so if we centre it underneath there like that and then angle it out like that, we just need to cut off that part of the eye socket there. It's probably the best way to do it, isn't it? I think that would look pretty cool actually. Nice black raven skull on that. It's Target's favourite Tweety Bird song. Love using transfers on cloaks and painting in the transfer if need be to make it not look like a transfer. Yes, yeah, I did it on that guy. So he's the one that's on my Patreon doing his cloak. Lunchtime at work, big bowl of ramen. Nice one, Spiky. You bought the Goblin stamping kit? Oh. Okay, well good luck with that. Hope it... yeah, let's use let's put that one. Put that one on there. I think that's quite cool. Okay, I can go on the wet palette up there. Throw a bit of water on it. There we go. Hey, Sisinix, how you doing? How are you, Sisinix? Cape on the other figure is so well done, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We do need to change on this. We do need to... We started doing it yesterday. We do need to change the tone. Of this to more closely match. I tried a different tone with this cloak, a different kind of leather recipe, and I don't like how desaturated it was compared to the black. So we're just going to push the saturation back. Would you guys buy a Forge Fiend or a Heretic Astartes Demon Prince? Thank you for pointing out the video article, Chris. The video article? Oh, with the Steel Legion. You're welcome. I'd buy a Demon Prince, but that's personal preference. We're not going to see models for Steel Legion. Yeah. Also known as just paint them yellow. They were actually an alternative colour scheme for Death Corps of Krieg, so you can just paint your Death Corps models yellow. Which I know is not going to please many Steel Legion players, but it is what it is. Should be fine. It does seem a little bit of a, not a waste of resources, but like an inappropriate use of resources to sculpt and release Steel Legion when they're pretty identical to Death Corps. But I know that's not going to please many Steel Legion players. That's better. That'll do. Well, the reverse, but yes. Yeah, one way. I can't remember which way I said it, but whichever way was accurate. Right, shall we? Shall we? Just removing bits of dust, that's all I'm doing. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool, actually. Just pushing it as far up on the cloak as I can. And then this bit here, which will obviously fold underneath, once that's dry, we'll make sure that that crease there is nice and sharp. And I can just cut that bit off. Which kill team was more friendly to beginners, but it is what it is. Would be nice to have a jungle season so we can do more crewed. Yeah, I mean, you all know what I think about kill team. Right, so we'll let that dry. That crease in there. So once that's dry, I can go in with a knife and just kind of cut that and remove that little bit because it will become really brittle. I really like that, actually. That's really subtle. That's really subtle. I would say their Death Calls Creek has done well sales-wise. Yeah, I would as well. Yeah, they've done like a whole army force, haven't they? So there's like support weapons and heavy weapons platforms, and obviously the Death Riders and everything. So they've done plenty. They've done loads. It's not really a good use of resources to do that all over again just for Steel Legion. If they're going to do a new Imperial Guard, I'd probably catch that. Yes, I would agree. Although there are rumours that there's going to be some like Armageddon Orc Hunters, which sounds quite cool. So imagine if that was Armageddon Orc Hunters versus Mega Knobs or something for Kill Team. I really like that. I really like that. So we'll let that dry. Do I put a small? I could even put like a silver one. I could put. Tell you what I could put. I'll tell you what I could put. I could put a silver version of that just on the corner, and maybe on there as well, or a black one, of course. So do I put a Raven Guard symbol in the corner? I think that's the question, and I think the answer is probably yes. That sounds like a good idea. So I could put those in the corner of the cloak. I could put those in the corner of the cloak. That would look quite smart, I think. So one there, and then one there. In black? I think in black. If I do it in black, I've just got to push that a tiny bit higher, past XV88. The only issue, would the AOH have a Katashan stat line, or more like with regular guardsmen with special rules? AOH? What's AOH? What's AOH? Oh, Armageddon Orc Hunters. I don't know. The rules are way too convoluted for what should be a quick... Yeah, they are. I mean, it's the same with 40k rules as well, to be honest. One side symbol, one side 19. So I need to push this highlight a little bit further here, also so that the black symbol will show up, and I need to finish off the highlight on this side. So we need to get cracking on this bit here. Smooth out all this. Then the black one can kind of wrap around there quite nicely. Just click on that cloak, looks really nice. Thank you, Whiskey. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I really like it. It's really subtle. And then, you see, and then on the other Vigilator, when I do the other Vigilator that's going to have like a proper full-on hooded cloak, I can use, and that's going to have a black cloak, I can use the white skull on the other Vigilator, which will be really smart. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So the second Vigilator, I need to start doing that conversion. I don't know what the thing is about that conversion. I'm not entirely sure what body to use. I'll probably end up using just a regular Mark 6, but I want to put plenty of sculpting and custom armor panels on it. Yeah, they'll be Imperial Guardsmen, and they'll have like lethal hits or something. So they'll just throw some random special rules at them. Lethal hit against orcs, or lethal hits and devastating hits against devastating wounds against orcs. I don't care. Stupid special rules. Ah, it's a sextus.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Just working on those transitions to get the transitions nice and soft, and then pushing the highlights. Yeah, it's a transfer. No, it's not freehand. I could freehand it, but like when you've got a transfer, it saves like 2 hours of time. Like I could freehand that and it would just take me 2 hours, or I could throw a transfer sheet on it, and then once it's dry, I'm just going to kind of like tatter it a little bit. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm really pleased with it. And I'm excited to do the other Vigilator now as well. I like the colour difference between the inside and the outside. Smart to match with the brown on the slings. Cloak is amazing. Thank you, Ozzy. Yeah, I think it's quite good. Now that's drying a little bit. We can give it a coat of Microsol just to soften it. So we need to make sure this is soft because we obviously have this bit here which is tucked underneath. So once that is dry and kind of brittle, tuck that up as far as I can up underneath there. As soon as that is brittle, I can get a scalpel and just kind of cut that bit of the transfer off. Or, as it is at the moment, it's being really good, I could just paint it brown. Then you won't even see it. So that might be an alternative way of doing it. One might even think you're a professional at this. Yeah. Some might say it's not my first rodeo. Some might say it's not my first rodeo, and to be fair, I can't wait to paint that. Super excited to paint that. This is going to be so much fun to do. And I'm going to print some, I need to print some bases tonight. Rethinking your Middle Earth, is it always like this when you do a new hobby project so many once? Yeah, particularly with Middle Earth. Particularly with Middle Earth. I've been trying to explain Middle Earth for years, dude. It's an absolute enigma. And I promise this as well, you won't care about the Finecast models within a few months. Because you'll be like, oh, I really want that. That would be really cool. It's Finecast. I don't care. I can paint it. It'll look cool. It's such a bizarre game. But I'm just letting you discover that yourself. Mainly because I did it. I was like, oh, I'm just going to get all the models which aren't Finecast because I don't like Finecast. And there's not that many. There's not that many models which are Finecast in Middle-earth. But there's a handful. And then there's some really nice Forge World resin ones, which is obviously completely different to Finecast. Do not get those two mixed up. Some really nice Forge World resin models. And it all kind of starts blending into the same thing. And it's really fun. Like Azog. You won't care that Azog is Finecast. But I'm letting you discover that. It's one of those things that you can't tell people. They have to find out for themselves. Found metal ones for Dol Amroth and I cried. So I have to figure out a new solution for that if I go that way. I'm looking at Dol Amroth right now. Yeah, Dol Amroth are cool as shit. And again, you won't care that they're metal. You won't give a flying fuck. Although I'm just doing a knight Dol Amroth army. There's something about the scale of them that just makes the, like, whether it's Finecast or metal or plastic. Obviously plastic is best, but there's something about the scale of it where you just end up not caring. It's like, I don't care. It looks badass. It looks awesome. Anyway, I'll let you, like I say, I'll let you figure that out. Yeah. Right. So the other Vigilator. He's going to be more stealthy, so I don't know whether making him more stealthy, I should have him kneeling down and firing the sniper rifle, because I want to make a really kind of slender, long sniper rifle as well for the other Vigilator. So I don't know whether to have him kneeling down like that, or, see, this is the sniper rifle that I want to make. So the sniper rifle that I actually want to make is, if I go to Horus Heresy, Traitor, Alpha Legion, that one. So I want to make that. I want to make that sniper rifle, and I don't know whether to have the guy kneeling, standing, like foot on a tactical rock like that. If I have him standing, he'll probably be holding the sniper rifle vertical. If I don't have him standing, he could be firing it. So I'm not sure which way to go. And also, is that separate? I mean, that's got to be separate, hasn't it? That is a really nice sniper rifle. So yeah, I want to make one of them. Which is really cool. And I'll probably end up making a couple, because like the more death in, when I do the more death in, I love the barrel on that is just absolutely amazing. So let's see if we can like go all the way when I start doing my more death in. Yeah, do I Do I have the next Vigilator standing? I mean, actually, can I use that model? How much of that model is like a pain in the ass? How much of that model is a pain in the ass? Because these could be, they could be raven feathers. And then all the top I can just change. So do I just get that? Because then I can use the rifle. Yeah, obviously the belt buckle needs to go, and obviously you'd lose a different chest plate. You'd use a different chest. You'd lose the belt buckle. Obviously, you'd use different shoulder pads. You'd use a different helmet, and you'd remove the emblem off the knee pad. However, this is Mark IV armor, isn't it? So this would kind of almost fit in with the Nemesis reconnaissance squads. I just really like that rifle. Do I try and scratch build one of those rifles? Do I try and scratch build a rifle? Because it is very different. It is very different. What scale? What scale are the... Hang on. Why we paint before we assemble? I don't very often. It depends on what the model's for. My Golden Demon entry, I painted pretty much every single part separately. Where is I've got somewhere on my desk here, I have a Imperial Guard lasgun. I'm just wondering what the scale is like for an Imperial Guard lasgun in Horus Heresy. There it is. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's tiny. That's not going to work. Okay. That's an interesting one, that. Because I've got to make, if I scratch build one, I've got to make the buttstock. I've got to angle the body because it's all this here, all that ribbing there, which you need to do. WhatsApp. Okay, I'm on WhatsApp. I'm on WhatsApp. So I want to use brass for the barrel. It's this bit here. It's that bit there, which I'm worried about scratch building. So I could use that. Maybe, possibly, maybe. But I think, because if I did get that, I think I could use the legs, Because like you say, you just paint them as black feathers and remove that. Then you end up with, like, I kind of wanted everything as Mark 6, but that's not a million miles away from being kind of cool. You can fix the mag and straighten it. I don't want the mag straight. I like it. I like it at that angle because it looks like a. It looks different. So I don't mind. I don't mind that. I don't mind that mag being at an angle. I'm just looking at how I'd scratch build one because I only need to make one. That's so cool. The gun is separate with a hand attached. Which hand? Oh, the bottom hand. Oh, okay. So in that case, if I did get that, he'd have to be holding it vertically. Oh, I don't know. I don't know actually. He could be shooting it because he could just turn the hand. So you could just turn the hand. That is a really cool model. It is a really cool model. So, torso swap. Torso swap, remove that. Change the shoulder pads. Is there anything on the cloak? What's on the back of the cloak? Is the cloak Raven Guardy? Oh no, it's not. Sorry, Alpha Legiony. The cloak isn't Alpha Legiony, so the cloak is just the cloak. I love how they've done that cloak. I might do my other Vigilator like that. That's really cool. Of course, he is not unique. Of course he's not unique. So yeah, how do we do the next Vigilator then? Do we have him kneeling down, firing said sniper rifle, or do we have him standing up holding said sniper rifle? I kind of want to do him firing it, you know. I kind of want to do him firing it, and if we do him firing it, we can make use of one of the bolters. We can make use of one of the bolters. And do a really nice long barrel. How about a sniper team with one on his belly and the other kneeling, feeding the information to the sniper? I mean, that would be really cool. It's just really difficult to fit onto a 32mm base. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I really like those cloak. That cloak on the Exodus is really, really well done. So I think I'll do that on my Mordethin. My Mordethin will have those cloaks. The three-tone camo cloak. A ghillie suit made out of ravens is how I did my 40k ones, isn't it? That did look quite cool. I think things like the ghillie suit, I think they're more suited to 40k than Horus Heresy, weirdly. Like, I don't have to try too hard to make Horus Heresy Raven Guard models. Because you can cover them in markings and stuff. Whereas 40k, when I do all the 40k stuff, they're going to be ghillie suits made out of raven feathers and things, because you can lean into the character. I might put a couple of raven feathers on top of the cloak when I do the other Vigilator. That might be quite cool to try and do. Don't know what that mark was, but it's gone now. Right, so I've done that there, so now I need to do that down here as well, so that I can put the transfers. So we're going to put some transfers on the inside of this cloak, which should look really cool. Just trying to lighten it a little bit so that the black transfers will show up. Ready or Not 2 is out today, by the way, everybody, so everybody make sure you go and watch Samara Weaver Covered in Blood, because that is one of the best subgenres of horror films. Screaming Samara Weaver. And it's got Buffy in it, for those of you who are of a certain age. Okay, how about this? Make some Seekers or Recon Night Lords with ghillie suits made of body parts then. Seekers or Recon Night Lords with like skin cloaks. I could do them with skin cloaks. I could do them with skin cloaks, like dirty painted skin cloaks. I don't mind that too much as an idea. But yeah, the Raven Guard, as soon as you go into 40k, yeah, you do everything. Like, you go OTT on 40k characterism, because 40k doesn't have it's not saturated as much in 40k as we were talking about the other day. But you don't have to, just in my opinion, you don't have to try too hard in Horus Heresy. Like, I think that looks absolutely fucking brilliant, and I think he looks perfect as a Raven Guard. And we have a Sexy Science Hannah in chat, and she is blaming me. She's blaming me, ladies and gentlemen, for not sleeping very well. Now, I will just add, I did not keep Sexy Science Hannah up all night at all. Nothing to do with me. Did you finish the series? Make body pile objective markers? Nah. I mean, the opponent knows they are fighting Night Lords due to the body piles all over the place, and the Seeker pops out of one. Hey, Balefight, how you doing? First 5 episodes, so you got 1 episode left. Hang on. Which one are we watching? Are you watching The Beauty, which is fucking brilliant, or are you watching Wilderness? You're watching Wilderness? Fucking brilliant. It's so good. The show is unhinged. Wait till the final episode. Wait till the final episode. You'll be so satisfied. You'll be so pleased with her, Hannah. You'll be so pleased with her. It's good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? I knew you wouldn't be able to switch it off. I knew you wouldn't be able to switch it off. Right, so we need to cut out 2 of these. So these are the little Raven Guard things that are going to go. See, that's the other thing as well. Fucking 30k. You just put transfers all over the bloody place. You just go transfer heavy. It's so much fun. Stu, are you listening? Just markings everywhere. Just markings everywhere. This show is so unhinged. There we go. Get some water on those. If anybody's wondering about how to get transfers off their paper, just throw it on a pallet paper. Yes, like we used to when we were kids, we used to get like a little saucer and fill it with warm water and then float them on top of the warm water. Just stick it in your wet pallet. It's wet. Definition of a wet pallet. Okay, so we need 1 black one in there, and then we need 1 black one on there, which is going to show up really, really well. I'm glad you watched it, Hannah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's good. That's good. It's good.
As a demonstration
Of our power. The demonstration of our power, I will change the battery for you all. Battery Aziz.
Another one, you moron.
I think I have.
In the truck. Is this just a normal Raven Guard battle brother, or is this from another descent like the Iron Ravens? No, this is Horus Heresy. So this is not Warhammer 40,000. This is Raven Guard. So this is Raven Guard 10,000 years before Warhammer 40,000. But he's a character. He's a sniper character. This guy. And you explained it fine. That makes perfect sense. If you have a look through my videos, FM Artist on my YouTube, there's plenty of Raven Guard stuff on there. So there's a video about converting some Space Wolves into Raven Guard, which is quite cool. You might like that one. Odd question: what would be a true militia flatbed truck? No idea. What would be a true militia flatbed truck? So is it for you? Oh, this! Yeah, this is in my army. Ridge Runner, Goliath Truck, Tower Rocks. Can you make it open topped? I don't think you can make... I suppose it's a Ridge Runner. You can't make a Tower Rocks open topped. Have you any other Horus Heresy armies? I have Raven Guard, I have Night Lords, I have Dark Angels, and just a little spoiler. Just a little spoiler, don't tell anybody that I showed you this, and I have Custodes. So, yeah, I've got 4. Well, actually, I've also got AdMech as well, because Games Workshop sent me the AdMech box, so I also have AdMech, but that's... The AdMech army is more likely going to be allied into Night Lords. You're thinking 4x4s. I was looking at the Vutrax, and it made me think of the Terminator. When are you coming over to play? So this is a Raven Guard heretic. No, it's not a heretic. This is a loyalist. This is a loyalist. Neither of those are ready to remove yet. So we've that's sort of dry. I think that's dry now. Let's just, so this is a, so if I cut down there like that, we should be able to there we go. Remove that bit of the transfer which had to be tucked underneath. There we go. So that's that transfer gone. So now it is truly as if it is tucked underneath there, and then we'll throw some more Microsol over that area just to soften any remnants of the cut, and also give this another coat. And then we want to put, let's do this one first. So we'll throw some Microsol on there. The scene where Reese has a flashback to the future and the flying Terminator vehicle was followed by a 4x4 with a pintle mounted gun. So you want one of those in what army? Why are these not releasing? There we go. There we go. That one's releasing now. Almost lined up. Almost lined up. Okay. we go. Anyway, yeah, I do use the Ridge Runner. The Ridge Runner is like the closest open top thing. I don't think the Tower Rocks or the Goliath are open topped at all. I don't think you can make either of them open top. The only other one is the only other one I can think of is the 6-wheeled one from Necromunda for the Palanites. Are we doing some hobbying? Yes, we are doing some hobbying. Okay, so there's that one. And then we need to put one on the inside as well. So we really need to wait for that one to dry, because there's a lot going on there. Fun, I'm actually painting a Raven Guard Rhino into Sons of Hornus Rhino right now. You're repainting a Raven Guard Rhino? Absolute sacrilege, Baleful. Right. This transfer really doesn't like releasing. I don't know whether you can see it on the wet palette here. It doesn't like releasing at all, look. Okay, so that one's drying, that one's drying. We'll put one on there. We've got one on there. We've got his there. We've got that one there. We've got, like, this guy has so many Raven Guard symbols. Well, actually, he's only got 2 chapter symbols, and then all the other ones are markings. Right, that's got to be free now. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now we've just got to float this one and turn it around. Dead easy to do. Okay. Nice little chapter symbol on the inside of the cloak. Now we've got to be a little bit careful because this bit does extend over there, so we've got to make sure that we are sucking any water out of that so that it dries nice and flat. And then we can, if we like we did with that one there, we can, once it's dry, we can get a knife and just trim that bit if we want to, but not really necessary. Hey Jem, how you doing? Refloat it again. Trying to tuck that wing right up against the edge. Pretty much like that. There we go. Probably a little bit close now. Right, so we'll let that dry. That one is looking pretty good. We'll throw some Microsol on that one to try and soften that bottom edge, because the bottom edge is lifting up over the crease. So we want that to shrink down in that crease down there. And then once that one's dried a little bit, we'll put a little bit more Microsol on the top of that. That, ladies and gentlemen, looks great. Dead happy with that. I think it looks awesome. Sent me one of his rhinos. He's primed, so I renovated it, magnetized it. Now I'm painting it up. You're painting it up as Raven Guard, right? Because why would you paint it up any other? Yeah, paint it up as Dark Angel so that purple can yeet you into a volcano. There's always that as well. How are you doing, Avian? How are you doing, Gem? Sorry. You having a good Friday, mate? I did 1.5 doors as Raven Guard real quick as looted for spare parts, but how did I have more time? He's going full Sons of Horus for the War Master. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Make sure you are aware that at some point you will be targeted for assassination by the Raven Guard. Keep throwing your Sons of Horus in here. There we go. We will counter with some Raven. We will counter with some Raven. Yes. He's an angry Raven painter. Okay, shall we do some Moritat? Shall we do some Moritat? What do we need? Here we go. Here's a question for everybody. What do we need on the Moritat for some character and context? What do we need to add to this dude to have some more character and context? Because he's cool. He's cool. But like, Vigilator has got pistols, extra bullets, cloak, everything, and this guy at the moment just has some grenades. So is there anything we can add? Is there anything Moritati orientated we can add? I think we should add another pistol. Skulls. Yeah, skulls everywhere. We should actually put a skull on the base, or in all seriousness. We should probably add a skull on the base. I thought I had a skull. Demetria Titiana. She's got little raven skulls, raven symbols on the corners of her cloaks as well. As a Moritat is up close and personal, burned helmets or skulls on the ground. Yeah, definitely need to put a skull on his base. I thought I had a skull on my desk, but maybe it's been tidied into the Inquisitor box. My skull sprue box. Let's take this one on the end. Dink. I'm today going to finish building my final units for my heresy army, and then I will start priming. Nice one, Alfredo. Nice one, dude. We are looking at the Mario. What does he need? What does he need? What does he need? So yeah, skulls are an easy. Skulls are an easy one to add. There we go. There's a skull. He probably doesn't need. He probably doesn't need any bullets. He's already got some frag grenades. Maybe a knife. Should I put a knife on his belt somewhere? Get the mech pack out. A machete. I think I've got quite a nice. I think I've got quite a nice Raven Guard blade somewhere. So these are they're the more Death in 3D prints that I've done. But I kind of just want to, because they're basically just bolters, and then with the extra long. So I've got some brass to make the barrels and just use the normal bolters. So that will save that. Sure I printed a really nice like Raven Guard knife. Maybe I printed it in 40k scale. Maybe I didn't print it in Horus Heresy scale. Yeah, that's a shame. Maybe a helmet that's been shot. So, spoilers. I don't like putting armor on bases or dead things on the bases that aren't a skull. Like, I don't mind skulls, but like if I put a helmet on there, then what colour do you paint the helmet? And if you paint it in any chapter, then what happens when you're fighting another chapter? So I just don't like adding armour to bases, which is why when we did him, we took all the armour off his base. Get the dead animal bits from Pete the Wargamer, but I've got all the skulls. I've got loads of skulls. Burn the helmet so it's discoloured and you cannot tell. Yeah. Yeah, maybe on the other one. Maybe we'll put a helmet on the other one. Maybe he can stand on a helmet on the other one.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Like, what? No, what? Hey, what? No. I didn't know. I never fuck up. I'm always perfect. Does the new skull set have helmets cracked open with skulls within? The new helmet set? Maybe. I don't think they're Horus Heresy scale though, they're 40k scale. I know it's got some Imperial Guard helmets. Put a Crow helmet on the base to show your Crow is pissed off and will kill anything that passes by. You put a Rhino picture in the Discord. Have you dropped it in the stream gallery? Oh yeah, that's all the pictures from yesterday, isn't it? There's Avians, the colour scheme. Yeah, these look cool. These look cool. These look really good, purples.
Your mother was a
Hamster!
and your
Yes!
father smelt of
Elderberries! These look really good, perps. They do look really... I like hair. And I like hair as well, to be fair. Very cool. Very cool. Where is the Puskas? Oh, hey Tato! Also on his arm is the Armageddon insignia. Yes! Yes, as we found out. As we found out. So yeah, we've got... where's the Armageddon one? Is the Armageddon one on the other arm? Is it on the other arm? Does it mean that one? Does it mean the green one? Was it that one? No, because that one doesn't say Armageddon on it. Which is the arm that he spotted? I don't know which arm he spotted. It's on the other arm. We'll have to go and have a look at the video again. Oh, that one! Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that was the one that I thought was the Orc, wasn't it? So yeah, that one's Armageddon. Gotcha. Nice. Nice. Balefire, that rhino looks really cool, dude. Nice one. Nice one, dude. Do you think they are killing off Steel Legion? Nope. Nope. I do not think they are killing off Steel Legion, for what it's worth. If you're a subscriber on the channel, just make sure your Twitch is linked to my Discord as well, so that you can see all the subscriber rooms. The subscriber rooms are the ones that we show off on stream, so things like the stream gallery and the project planning and things like that. And if you do have any more project updates in the project planning section, please drop them in so that we can have a look at those on stream. Yeah, it's, Steel Legion, they're saying, are a alternative colour scheme for the Deathcore models to make them look like Steel Legion. So they're definitely not killing them off, but they're not going to, I don't want to say waste, but they're not going to allocate resources sculpting a whole lot of Steel Legion models which are pretty much identical to Deathcore models, when they can put their resources into doing things like Catachan or new orcs or the half-track thing that there's rumoured to be coming out, or Catachan or Orc Hunters, Armageddon Orc Hunters, and all the other cool stuff that might be landing, rather than doing a slightly different version of Deathcores of Krieg so that you can paint them as Steel Legion. And I'm sure plenty of people who want Steel Legion have just got the Deathcore models and painted them Steel Legion colours. So it's one of those things that the community kind of gets its teeth into and then runs away with, when it doesn't actually have any weight or impact, because you can just paint the Deathcore models as Steel Legion models. Steel Legion are a bit drab. I'm disappointed you didn't make Olivia tell that joke. When dealing with drama of this sort, put yourself in the producer of the product. How different are the Steel Legion to the Deathcore of Creed? Not much, then why make models that are so similar? Yeah, it's unnecessary drama, to be honest. Oh my god, they're getting rid of Steel Legion. No, they're not. So I should paint my Cadians blue and say they're Mordians. Yeah, sure. Although my Cadians are blue because they are the city fight ones. You should probably sculpt some epaulets on the shoulder pads as well. That would be really cool.
What does Arnold Schwarzenegger call a colonoscopy? Cameron Diaz.
What?
Steel Legion are a bit drab. Hat tip to it Hannah_Hartman.
Hype train incoming as well. Thank you very much for the bits. Thank you very much for the bits. Camera on Diaz. Very good. Let's rock a Friday hype train. Let's have a Friday subathon. Friday subathon! Thank you very much for the bits. Hype train central. Yeah, what does he need? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Avian, thank you. Hey Manaringo, how are you doing? Hype training coming. Had a thought, Chris. Valhalla or Firstborn, again very similar in model representation. In either case, is a head swap. Also, one could argue you could do a Valhalla with Death Calls Creed with a head swap. Are those tits? I did Cadian Rough Riders as well, which I just like the Cadian look. I like how the Cadian look for Imperial Guard. I'm not a big fan of any of the other ones. Like whenever the Kashtan come out, I'm gonna do like Cadian Kashtan. Which will be quite good fun. How are you doing today, Manaringo man? What colour should we do? What colour should we do? Hype trains? No. What colour should we do? Grenades. No bulging biceps on your Kashchans. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have bulging biceps on my Kashchans, but they will.
What in the ever-loving fuck is Acadian Katakan?
Katakan. Oh my god, they are now called Katakans. Thank you, Olivia. Acadian Katakan is a Katakan with either Acadian head, Acadian colour scheme, Acadian fatigues. Like, I'm going to absolutely lean into City Fight Cadian Katachans. But it's Friday and we've given up. You can't give up on a Friday. Do you know why? Because it's a subathon Friday. Subathon Friday needs no giving up on. I hope they do. I hope they do some Katachans. Because I'm really looking forward to doing. Like I might even do. Whenever they come out, I might even include them and make them like the Special Forces squad of Katachans. Level 1 hype train! Woo! Thank you very much, everybody. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Donate to stop me singing on a Friday night. Whoa! It's a Friday. It's a Friday. For Imperial Guard, they should do the kill team route they did for... Yes. Yes. I'm sure they will... I'm sure they will do kill team Kashchans at some point. It's a Friday, it's a level 1 hype train. Starts about 6 seconds in. And after tits we get boobs. I was doing alright until my project got a major blocker. Oh no! Oh my god, yeah, Katachan kill team. Katachan kill team on a Friday. It's a Friday subathon for the Katachans. It sells. Expand it out as a model range. I mean, I don't think Katachan wouldn't not sell, so I don't think there's any plan for like testing the water. I think it's literally just a case of when they're going to release them. It's a Friday subathon. It's a Friday subathon. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out during the week. during the week. Yeah, I can't remember how Olivia said Katachan now, so it's back to Katachan. I've said it too many times. I've said it too many times. I've said it too many times to remember how she said it. Are you having a good Friday though, Manaringo? The designers get their wires crossed and thinks Katachan, so we get cute chibi Imperial Guard.
Catacant.
Catacant. Catacan and Catacant. Catacan and Catacant. Hype train. It's a hype train on a Friday night. On a Friday night. You've got a minute to get a 75% and get your hype train chest reward. Ba-da-ba-bum-ba-bum. Yeah, we have just about a week to set up a work trip to London next Friday. Next Friday, Captain Mannering is going to London. I see Hannah gave you bits and you still sing. Because we haven't hit the level 2, we've still got a little bit to go. Oh my god. Catacan and Catacant. Teeny gets to mooch in London all day. All day on Friday. Fantastic. Fantastic. If I could subscribe twice, I would. You can subscribe at a higher tier. I poo in your shoe. Do not poo in my shoe. Do not poo in my shoe. Where is... It's a Friday night. Oh, you're all funny. It's a Friday night. It's a hype train. And you are subbed on Patreon, Hannah, so technically you are subbed twice. Thank you very much. Exclamation mark Patreon, because there are some cool videos coming this weekend-ish, early next week for the Custody stuff. It's a Friday night, it's a Friday night. It's a subathon on a Friday night. Okay, so Mr. Moritat. Mr. Moritat, sir. What do you need, Mr. Moritat, sir, to make you even cooler? We should have done something to his chest, shouldn't we? That would have been good. He would have been a really good option to blank his chest off. Hannah just subbed for third. Thank you very much, Hannah. Holy shit, you subbed at tier 3. Hannah! Sexy science, Hannah. Can we get some hype in chat, please, for Hannah? Thank you very, very much, Hannah Harkonnen. Thank you very much. Tier 3 sub hype. Tier 3 sub hype. You did not have to do that, Hannah, but thank you very much. Enjoy all the tier 3 emotes. Aussie as well, thank you very much. Aussie, I don't have a lot to give, but I love supporting true artists where I can. I love your work. Aussie, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's really, really appreciated. He forced me to do it. Who forced you to do it? Why? Because I was singing? Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'd better stop singing now you've done that then, Hannah. Thank you. Chris isn't a true artist. True artists don't steal other people's work. They don't steal other people's work. There is no stealing going on here. This is all pure me. This is all pure me. So we need to do... oh, we need to make this one glow, don't we? Didn't we say that we were going to make it glow? Didn't we say that Volkite glowed red when it shoots? Was it red? I think it was red. I expect love letters and more TV show recommendations at tier 3. You will have all of that and more. Thanks, Hannah. More TV show recommendations for sure. HNN breaking news. Sexy Science Hannah is now a tier 3 subathon subber. HNN breaking news. Captain Manaringo! What a ledge. Holy shit, Manaringo subbed at tier 2! 6 months in advance. Oh my word. Manaringo! Manaringo, thank you so much, dude. You're an absolute ledge. Manaringo, everybody, is absolutely brilliant and works his socks off for his company. And we are all so proud of him for leaving shithole companies and getting awesome jobs in awesome companies. Holy shit. Guys, can we get some hype in chat, please, for all of this? Super, super, super cool. Thank you very, very much indeed. No hype. Tough shit. I've just hyped everybody. I've hyped you both. Woo! There's Raven got hype! Ah! Ah! Thank you so much. What utter legends. What utter legends. I don't know what colour to paint the I don't know what colour to paint the grenades, so we're going to paint them Raven Guard armour colour. I give you chicken ass. I give you chicken ass. No, that's really kind. That's really touched me. Thank you very much, everybody. I don't really know what to say. I'm just kind of babbling. Actually, it's Merlot, the sassy pigeon. Good old Merlot.
Never miss a chance to touch Chris.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's my throne list. My throne list has just popped up in chat as well. And obviously there's my Patreon. I should probably try and do a bit of promotion, but it seems a little bit meaningless after all that. Thank you very much. That came out wrong. Exclamation mark Patreon is the Patreon link. Exclamation mark throne is throne link. And obviously, whenever you're ordering Warhammer models, please use exclamation mark element for element games link. Then again, so did I. What, you came out wrong, Hannah? I disagree with that. Thank you very much, though. Thank you very, very much. That does make a massive difference. Thank you. Do you have plans for the jetpack? I'm really struggling with ideas to make them pop on my Black Shields version. Do I have any plans for the jetpack? Not really, because it's not running because he's grounded. So other than highlighting it up and everything, I'm not really going to do any. I suppose maybe I could do some kind of glowy. Maybe I could do some glowy work in there. But generally, no, I didn't have any plans for it. Do you have plans for jetpack? And then these need to be silver, don't they? That inside with the silver there, so that I can then touch up any parts that I accidentally touched. What's everybody doing tonight? What plans have we got going on tonight? Anything interesting? I'm going to do some fish and chips in a second. I'm going to go make some fish and chips. Yeah, Volkite was red, wasn't it? Did we say that Volkite was red? I'm pretty sure we said that Volkite was a red glow. I'm sure we said Volkite had a red glow. There we go. I love the Black Shields concept, but I've not decided the scheme yet. I have Iron Hand's allies, and that easiest to paint scheme, though I don't want an all-black army. Well, I mean, Black Shields are... it depends how involved you want to be on the painting, because Black Shields are legions which have denounced their chapter or their legion, so you could quite easily paint them any chapter you like, and then paint them as if they've painted out their armour. So you could paint them blue and then paint black paint over the top of them as if they painted the black armour. But it depends how much, because to make that look good, you're going to have to be very careful and have very, very small marks with the painting. I don't know how involved you want to be with all that, but that would look cool, because then you could have you would have all different colour shoulder pads, and I would probably just put like black marks through the shoulder pads or something, all the chapter symbols and stuff. You can separate it out into units, so you could have one unit that might have only just painted their armour, so it's very black, and then other units might be veteran, like have been fighting for a little bit longer, so the chipping on the black paint that they've put over their armour is much more chipped and shows off the colour schemes underneath. Like, there's loads you can do with it, but ultimately they are a black army, so you're going to have to push your painting and hobby skills to have some variation in there. Like my Raven Guard have got two different types of black, so they've got this black which I'm doing the majority for. They're going to have a jet black for my reconnaissance squads, and then they're going to have some red in the army for the deliverers. Now I'm curious, do you ever play your Raven Guard? I haven't yet, because I'm still kind of building and painting the army, and my friends haven't got their Horus Heresy armies done yet, so I will be. I will do. I haven't played Raven Guard in 40k. I'm unlikely to play Raven Guard in 40k. But I do play. I've got trophies up behind me from playing at tournaments. If anybody wants any help with projects or anything, or project planning or painting or anything like that, there's a tier on my Patreon for either one-to-one coaching, or just like monthly advice. So if you want any of that, Sexy Science Hannah is a perfect example of that tier, where she sends me pictures of the work that she's been doing. I'll send her feedback specifically for the project, so you can find all that on my Patreon. But the Horus Heresy stuff, we're also going to kind of take the Horus Heresy stuff even further, because we are going to do some Battlefleet Gothic as well. So we are gonna rack around and rock on some Battlefleet Gothic, which will be really, really good fun as well. Even at 3 a.m, yes indeed, even at 3 a.m, when I'm in bed, I answer and give Sexy Science Hannah help and advice on her paintings. So yeah, exclamation mark Patreon in chat if you want to go and check that out. Does that look, or starting to look, sensible? I think it is. Right, I'll work on that because I need to do that. I need to do that really carefully in terms of the glow, because the glow needs to be coming up here and hitting in hot there. So we need to do lots of different variations of the red and the red glow working up to that. So that's fine, and then we'll probably do a little bit of a glow on the tiny little bit of a glow on the. In fact, we'll probably do that now. No, okay, I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one for the weekend. Right. Yeah, Moritat. We'll get the Moritat sorted. He needs to be sorted out and figured out. But he's not bad. He's not bad. He's getting there.
Christopher, gallery real quick pretty please tongue.
Purples, you missed all the drama. We had all the drama. Exciting tier 3. Oh wow. Exciting tier 3 drama and everything. Oh yeah, these are really cool. I love that guy. He's cool. Where's the there she is. Oh. They're really nice, Perps. I like her. Although she's got a very grumpy face. Nicely done, Perpsicles. Nicely done, Perpsicles. We had a tier 3 Sexy Science Hannah and a tier 2 Manaringo. And Aussie with a £10 super chat. We had all the awesome Hype Train Central.
As a demonstration of
As a demonstration of our power, I need to go and make dinner. As a demonstration of our power. Is that one charged? A little bit. Enough for enough to say goodbye to everybody. Right.
I think I have.
Yes, the pale skin look great. Pale skin looks great. Pale skin looks great. Right, everybody. There we go. Moritat. I'm going to do the glow a little bit more off stream after I've gone and made some dinner because I'm getting really hungry. So we're going to go and see if anybody is around and online. See you later, Perpsicles. Nobody's on. Great. Why is nobody on? Critical Role's on. Should we raid Critical Role? That would be really funny. There's actually nobody on. I might just raid Critical Role for the lols. Actually, can you even raid Critical Role? No. Okay, let's raid Mimic Hobbies because they are painting a vampire. Let's do that. There we go. Everybody say hello to Mimic. I've never raided Mimic before. I don't know what they're like. So it'd be cool. And they are painting a vampire. So that's all awesome. So have a good one. Make sure you say hello to everybody in Mimic Hobbies. And I will see you all on Monday for probably some spoilers. Custodes. Probably. Maybe. Probably for some Custodes. See you later. Bye.